Welcome, guys. I told you I would log on about 5 minutes just to introduce myself. I see a bunch of you guys. Good morning. We will get started right at 11. For now, you're welcome to unmute yourselves. I'd love to be able to see your video, but if you didn't get dressed, you're not up for it. Hey, there's Donovan. Nice to see you, Donovan.
Hey. Hello.
Hi, guys. Good to see everyone. We will get started shortly here.
别说话，我这听不清啊。
By show of hand, how many of you guys have been using Zoom up until now? Okay. Show of hands, how many of you guys have never used Zoom? This is your first time. Oh, all right, so I got a little bit of both. It's so weird. So I ended my semester last semester on Zoom, as we all know. March Madness was when it all happened. So it's so interesting to be able to welcome you into my home, which is so personal. Me as well in yours. That's kind of so different how the world has changed. But I'm very happy, I'm very fortunate to be here and get to meet all of you. Hopefully as soon as campus opens up, and you will be the first to know, I will send you a message as soon as I find out. We are shooting for spring of 2021. So hopefully that's the case. But we will be spending the rest of this semester online. I know a lot of people have moved back. A lot of people who were transitioning to universities are coming back home because there's no use in paying rent if you can't really have the university experience. So I have a whole lot of different students, everywhere from recent high school graduates, high school students, all the way to adult learners. So cool, welcome. We will get officially started in the next 3 minutes. So how are you guys doing? Donovan, how are you staying cool?
I'm doing well actually, and I've been reading a lot more. I've been exercising, so yeah.
Very cool. How about Rod? So I saw Rod. How about you? You can unmute yourself. There you go. Thank you.
I just have like the AC on and stuff. So.
Yeah. Good. Shireen, how are you staying busy? How are you staying active? Because I'm having a harder time staying active these days.
I actually just recently moved to California. I'm actually from Boston, so in March when quarantine started, I came to California because I have and then I've just been like in between here in Massachusetts. So I've been like saying bye to friends and stuff, and then when I'm here, I'm just like getting myself together to be like transitioning into the move.
Cool.
So
That's a lot of transition.
Yeah, it was really sudden.
World's pandemic, you move away from family and friends.
Yeah,
so welcome.
I have to go home for graduation, so.
Wow, so welcome to California.
Thank you.
Eden, how are you staying busy? How are you staying cool, and how are you staying busy?
Hello. I'm finishing up my yoga teacher training, so that's been fun. I've always wanted to do yoga, and now I finally get to like complete that.
Good. So you're taking advantage of this time. Good for you. Good for you. Cameron, what's going on? How are you staying busy? That looks like a gamer chair.
It is. Yeah,
Cool.
I've just been working day after day. And just just going out with friends playing basketball.
Good. I'm glad you're getting out there. I know it was really hard, especially in the beginning. The not knowing is the hardest part. So we're gonna cover all that stuff during stress management. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I think this is being recorded. So welcome. I have about 35 people on right now. I think my roster said 42. So I'm sure I'm probably getting frazzled emails from students who could not. Was it pretty easy? Did you have to create an account, or were you just logged on?
For me, I just logged on.
You just clicked the button and you came over here, Daisy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good. Well, it looks like most of you guys are already proficient with Zoom. So it looks like my roster is 43. So we'll see how many of you guys get on here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to welcome you. I am your instructor for this semester. My name is Fritzy Canis. I have been teaching for about a little over 15 years. I love what I do. So let's go ahead and start with some good old housekeeping. Number one, first thing I'd like for you to do is just everyone on the top right of your little box, there is a mute. So go ahead and mute yourselves. It looks like everyone's already muted. Very good. The next thing I want you to do is down below, if you hover over where the boxes end, you should be able to see a chat feature, click on it, and a participants feature. If you've been Zooming this whole time, this is going to be kind of tedious, but there's some of us who haven't been exposed to Zoom yet. So do me that favor. I see you right back at you. Thanks. Hello. Love it. You guys are using the chat feature. So that is on the right-hand side. So if there's any websites, Zoom, any links, any resources, I will have one of you guys just post it on there as we're talking. When I start sharing my screen, I can't see all my beautiful students. I just can't. I have access only to one thing, and that's my shared screen. I do want you to know that if you grab your mouse, you can hover over to see more or less. So it's like a pool screen if you do use your mouse. So when I'm sharing my screen, if you can't see it, if it's too small, then I want you to use that leverage and scoot it all the way to the right so you can see more of the screen. Some of you guys are fortunate to have two monitors. Awesome, right? One you could be here, the other one you could be navigating with me. So if that is an option you have, awesome. If not, it's okay. I'm only using one screen too. You can access me anywhere. So as long as you have good Wi-Fi and you are not at home, you're in your car, at the beach, at the park, you give me 1 hour of your time, take your phone, plug me in, and you're in class and you get credit for it, okay? So that is kind of how the flow of the class will go. We are meeting Tuesdays and Thursdays here live. Often, I will have you go off and do activities on Thursday, okay? But we are definitely checking in every single Tuesday, and I'll let you know if we need to check in on Thursday as well, all right? So everyone, I'm gonna be calling on you, so if you can unmute yourself when I call on you, that would be awesome. If you don't have any background noise, go ahead and unmute yourself. If you have kids in the background, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters, a yelling parent, dogs, stay muted. But welcome. I am curious to know what the highlight of your summer has been so far. So Kai, nice to see you. What has been your highlight of the summer?
Hello. If you don't know me, hello, my name's Kai. Actually, I am a art major, and I went with Miss Fritzy in the spring semester. So I'm happy to be back here. So it's good to see you all, guys.
Good. What was your highlight this summer? What's one thing that stood out that you enjoyed?
That's a good question. For my highlight for the summer, spending time with my family at the beach, and then we had a birthday party at Huntington for my brother's 15th birthday.
Okay, cool. Very good. Dylan, I don't know if you're flowing to the music or flowing to our voices. Tell me what the highlight of your summer has been.
Highlight of my summer, just chilling with family, spending time with family. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of options, so we have to be creative and clever, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. I remember in the beginning, I'm like, look at all those idiots at the beach, right? And then here I am, I'm like, okay, I need to go to the beach. So, you know, it's really hard. I know some of you have stricter guidelines and rules to just stay strictly at home. I commend you for that. Others are out there playing basketball, going to the beach, just having to get out for their own sanity. I get it. So hopefully this class is going to help you kind of understand our flow of stress management, how that works. CJ, welcome to class. What was the highlight of your summer so far?
I'd say my highlight is surfing. My friend taught me how to surf right when quarantine hit.
Okay.
I've been like surfing every day, and I'm like in love with it. So
awesome. fun. While I am talking right now on the chat box, just to make sure you all understand how to use it, I want you to write down your favorite TV show and or movie that you recently watched, and tell me where you found it, because I'm a TV show movie buff. I stay up at night watching TV. I know I shouldn't, but I do. So if you have one that you want to share, just go ahead on the chat feature. Just tell me where you found it. Was it on Amazon Prime? Where was it? And what you want me to watch, or what was really good this so far. All right. So I have you until 12:15. We have a lot to cover. For some of you, like I mentioned, this is the first time on Zoom, first time having an online class. Welcome to the new normal for now. My name is Fritzy Candace. I've been teaching for over 15 years. I am a little bit of a gypsy, so I understand when Shireen was talking. I grew up in the south side of Chicago. Was there for 12 years. I've lived in Florida. I've lived in Austin, Texas. I lived in Italy for a summer. I almost don't count that, but you know what? I was there for summer. Let's see what else. And I've just been teaching along the way. I love what I do. I love to get to know my students and guide you and mentor you. So let's see, I also am a counselor at IBC. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I'm not with you, right after I'm counseling until 7 p.m. So if you need help finding a job, an internship, navigating your classes, don't know how to transfer, you don't know the difference between the UC system and the CalC system, there is no lame question. So make an appointment and we will sit down and tackle your academic needs, your personal needs, your career needs. So that's where I am when I'm not teaching Tuesday mornings or Thursday mornings as well. Okay. What else about me? School. I went to community college. I went to Fullerton College, not far from here. A couple things about the community college system. It is awesome. You guys, there's 10 community colleges in Orange County, 10. And we're all sister schools. And it is a system the rest of the world, a lot of the rest of the world does not have. So in a lot of countries, if you don't pass this test in high school, you are not bound for university. And that's that, okay? Now, there are some countries that have something similar to the community college system, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it because I am so proud to be part and be a part of this community college system. So how many community colleges are there, Brittany, in Orange County?
10? Or, yeah.
You got it. There's 10 community colleges, okay? And so what's the purpose of community college? And there's 4 different things, maybe 5 now, I don't know. So number 1 is people who go to high school and didn't get admitted into their #1 school. And I have some students who are like, if I don't get accepted there, I'm not going anywhere else. I have another shot through community college. Yes, your chances are greater and better when you transfer in as a junior. Okay, so some students come in because they didn't get the college of their choice. Other students come in because their high school was like, it was all right, I got by. So let me see what college has to hold because I have plans, okay? Another reason is for any kind of programs that the college offers. So not everyone wants a 4-year degree, right? And that's fine. You can be very, very successful not having a degree depending on what other opportunities you're seeking, okay? Other people come to improve their skills. So anything with IT, technology, computers, they already have a career and they just want to update those skills. So there are many reasons why the community college exists, why it is popular, and why it is important, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, but I need a navigator. So who is not shy and is going to be able to tell me, because let me tell you about teaching online. It's technology. I love it, but it's glitchy, right? Every once in a while, I might be talking, sharing my screen, and I'm talking, but my screen is frozen. So I need someone who is gonna be all in, is gonna say, hey, Miss Fritzy, your screen's not moving, or we're not seeing what you're seeing, or there's a question in the chat box, because once I start sharing, I don't have access to that. All right, so who wants to go ahead, just by raising your hand, be my co-pilot? Oh my gosh, there's so many. Duncan! Duncan, you are my co-pilot. So go ahead and you are going to be unmuted the whole time. Go ahead and unmute yourself. So Duncan, how you unmute yourself is on the top right of your screen. There's an unmute. Can you hear, Duncan, can you say something?
Hello.
Hey, you're live. Okay, so you are gonna go ahead and just navigate me through anything, okay? So if my screen's not working, if someone asks a question, everyone's saying hi to you over here on the chat box. Okay, hopefully, thumbs up if everyone has access to chat. At the bottom, click on chat. At the bottom, click on participants. Okay, and we're all in. So the first thing I want to cover is the difference between a synchronous and an asynchronous learning experience, because everything has gone online. I want to know how many of you guys are going online full time? You're taking over 12 units of class by raising your hand. Okay, hands down. How many of you guys are like, I'm not interested in online classes, I don't want to take online classes, and booyah, you're here, right? So online classes is not my favorite style of learning. But guess what? We ain't got a choice now, huh? So we're gonna make this the best experience because you guys have multiple classes that I want you to ace and get a really good grade. The number one key, and I hope you're taking notes, you should always have 3 things handy when you come to class. Number one, it's gonna be a notebook. You need a notebook, you need something to write with, and you need coffee, tea, water, or Diet Coke. Okay, that's how you come prepared to class, because I'm gonna give you notes. Here is how I take roll. There are 43 students in class. I'm not spending 20 minutes calling out names. That's boring, it'll take forever, right? We will find a way to introduce ourselves. I'm gonna do that next week when I see all your videos. But for now, when you log on, I get to see the login, who logged on, how long you were on for. All that data is in here, okay? So that's how I'm gonna take roll. But how you're gonna pass my class, how you're gonna pass all the classes. First of all, can you hear me okay? Is it glitchy or is it good?
No, it's good. Good.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Duncan, you're my main, you're the main navigator. Turn up your volume. Is it not turned down? If it starts skipping or whatever, let me know, because I don't know. You have to tell me, okay, guys? Because I'm like Donovan. I have a little a gamer set I had to buy at Target. Okay. So what was I saying? Sarah, what was I saying? Where did I leave off? Edith, what was I saying?
I think you were saying about synchronous and asynchronous learning experiences, then
Okay.
your gamer set.
Okay, so now I'm going to share my screen. Duncan, you're on live, okay? Anything you don't see, just let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. And we are going to go to here. All right, do you guys see it?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Remember what I said about if it's too small, I want you to please use your mouse and shrink. Use your mouse and shrink the page so you can see it. So it's a drag tool, right? Put your mouse right where it divides. All right, so what is the difference between a synchronous and asynchronous learning? This is important to know because like I was saying earlier, we are all learning online. And there's a couple ways to learn online. There's the synchronous and the asynchronous. So you're gonna tell me what kind of class this is. So let's go ahead to the first one. What is synchronous? On the left-hand side, hopefully it's big enough. Is it big enough? Can you see it? Duncan?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Can you see the picture there that I'm sharing with you?
I see the Zoom screen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. So synchronous means it takes place in real time with groups of learners. It can be done online via live webinars, instant messaging, virtual classrooms, collaborative, and feedback friendly. That is a synchronous class. Asynchronous course is a more learner-centered approach. It can be completed through online courses, emails, blogs, pre-recorded videos or webinars, online discussion boards. Learners complete courses in their own time and regardless of location. Okay, so some of the pros for synchronous, high interaction with instruction and other learners, and for asynchronous, offers flexibility as learners go, oops, I can't see, the share thing came up, go out throughout their own pace. All right, so our class right now, is it synchronous or asynchronous?
Synchronous.
Synchronous. It is live. We are all here live and we're together. Some of your courses are not going to be live, right? Some of your classes are going to be, you go at your own pace. Let me tell you.
Asynchronous.
Asynchronous, right? That you go at your own pace, pre-recorded videos. We are synchronous. We're all syncing live. So how you are going to ace this course? When I got to Cal State Fullerton, my very first class had 240 people in it. That was my first class. That was a shock to me, coming from a community college. So I was really interested. I'm like, how is this instructor going to take roll? That was my first thought. How is this instructor going to take roll? That's going to, oh my gosh, this is already, how is he going to grade my paper, right? So what I quickly learned was, well, number one, he doesn't take roll. Number two, he doesn't assign homework. Because can you imagine grading 240 papers? That's a lot of time. So this is how he does it. On your midterm, you're going to have one of the questions on your midterm is going to be, what is the difference between synchronous and asynchronous learning? Okay. The only way you're going to achieve a great score is by going in and being part of the lecture. And this is what we're doing right now. Just like if we were in regular school, right? You'd actually show up on campus. You don't have to worry about parking because parking stinks, especially the first 2 weeks. So you could just come on in the comfort of your pajamas, come online and learn that way. So that is what separates a good student versus a C or a substandard student, is a person that shows up, right? If you show up, you're going to win because you're going to learn. All right, so that is the difference between asynchronous and synchronous. The next thing we're going to do, I am curious to know on the chat box, I want to know if this is your first college experience. All you have to put is me. If this is your first college experience, just put me. All right, welcome. It's going to be very different. College's #1 priority to be successful, write this one, the #1 priority to be successful as a college student is going to be time management. And the thing with time management is you can never perfect it, right? Because our routine, our schedules are always changing. So time management is either going to control you or you're going to control it. So in order to be a successful student, and this is really successful everything, successful partner, successful student, successful employee, successful son, daughter, okay, time management is very important. So that's going to be my first plugin. Okay, so far I've given you 2 things that you're going to find on your your midterm. Okay, the most important part about being a successful student is what?
Time management.
Yes.
Time management.
Yep, that's right, time management. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into Canvas, because that is where you're going to find all your assignments, your syllabus, all the information that you need to be a really good student. So what we're doing now, especially to all my Mimis, okay, all my Mimis are my new incoming college students, college experience. This is how you're going to navigate not only my class, but all your other online classes, whether they are synchronous or asynchronous. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to share my screen. So Duncan, you're all on. So give me a second. Let me go video off and share screen. So you should be seeing not my PowerPoint. All right. So I'm going to go to ivc.edu, and obviously you guys are all proficient and familiar because you're all here. And right over here, we're going to get to our home page. And let me talk a little bit about IVC. It is very important to know how to navigate IVC. People go to our website for 2 reasons, and really only 2 reasons. What are the 2 reasons you go to ivc.edu, guys?
My site.
And what else?
Canvas.
Yeah, yeah. So you go on there for a couple of reasons. Number 1, how to access your coursework. Number 2, how to register for classes, right? So those are mainly the 2 reasons people go on there. However,
Professor, I have a question.
Go for it.
Are we supposed to be seeing the synchronous versus asynchronous screen, or?
No, you're supposed to be on the website with me. Are you not there yet?
No.
Ooh, thank you. How about now?
Wait. Yeah, we're there.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I need you because I can't see. I can't see what you guys see. I see what I see, but it's very different sometimes. All right, so we're back on our website. So this is ivc.edu. Write it down somewhere. ivc.edu has a truckload of information, and I'm going to give you some resources right now because I'm so excited to be able to present this website to you, because like I said before, a lot of people just go to it to look for classes and register and check Canvas, and that's it. But there's a lot of tools here on IVC website. So the first thing on the bottom, as I scroll down, you're going to come to a section called Events. In order to earn extra credit, and I really only earn extra credit, you guys, because yeah, you can get extra points, but the information you're going to learn is really important. So if you click on Events, it's going to give you a schedule of a lot of free workshops. Okay, so if you don't understand how financial aid works or how much you're going to get, all that fun stuff, bam, there's workshops for that. Okay, there is financial aid workshops. There's UC transfer admission guaranteed tag workshops. Okay, if you don't know what tag is, write this down. Tag guarantees you admission into the UC system. The first workshop is September 1st. It's UC Transfer Admission Guaranteed. TAG is Transfer Admission Guaranteed. If you're interested in going to the UC system, there is an application process that you have to meet and fulfill, so that way you don't have to worry about getting admitted or not, okay? Some of these I'm gonna assign in class, like this one, Stress Buster, Attitude of Gratitude. Some of these are really cool, but this is how you're gonna access. You're gonna click on it, and it's going to take you there. All right, so that is the events section right over here on the left. All right, next thing, let me shift you guys, let me put you on my left side. All right, then we also know about My Site. My Site is where you're going to go and find your plan. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about your plan. Stop sharing. Your map, you might want to write this down, map. Your map is your ed plan. So a lot of counselors will call it your map or your ed plan. These are the classes that you need to take in order to get you out of here, okay? So if your goal is to transfer to university, you need to have an ed plan. If your goal is to come here and do a certificate program, you need an ed. Everybody needs an ed plan. Okay, it's mandated. If you don't have one, you're not going to be allowed to enroll in the spring. So back when I was going to school, back in the 90s, okay, there was no such thing as a plan, a map, nothing. It was what we used to call a buffet style of college, okay? So it would take the average student 5 years to get out of college. Well, more than half of those students would drop out because it would just take too long. We don't have that anymore. Now we have plans. So if a student comes to me and says, I think I want to do business, we sit down and we put together a plan on what are the classes you need to get out of here in 2 years for business, okay? It's very concrete. Now, if the student says, I changed my mind, I think I want to do sociology, we can change it, okay? And that goes for any major, STEM major, arts major, whatever major. So that is the purpose and the importance of a plan. All right, so any questions about that? Yeah. Okay, are we back here at the homepage? Yes?
Yes.
Cool.
We are
And
seeing
then-
the IPC website.
Good. So I'm going to take you to the class schedule. On the class schedule, I'll have students who might be having a hard time with online classes, okay? Can it happen? Absolutely. So I might get questions like, how do I drop a class? I don't know how to drop a class. Am I going to get dinged? Will I get my money back? So over here, I'm going to take you to our class, counseling. And I'm going to scroll down to counseling 4. Let me move you guys over here. And under my class, you'll see a little tab here. Do you guys see my tab or my mouse going in circles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll see a section called details. Down over here, you're going to see important dates. This is the important dates for each class because some classes have late start. Some classes start in October, okay? Some classes all started this week. Some start in October. So here is for this class, it tells you to add without teacher permission. Last day to add with an APC code, drop with a refund, elect pass or no pass, drop without a W showing on your transcript, drop with a W showing on your transcript, and the last day of class, okay? So these are some really cool things I wanted to make sure, some of the basic things I thought we would cover when we looked at your, when we looked at our website, okay? All right, any questions about that? If you have questions, keep at the very bottom what I normally do whenever I go to workshops or meetings or trainings. At the very bottom, I'll just put like to-do list, okay? So put them there, make an appointment. We can sit one-on-one and go over some of that. All right, ready to start? We're gonna start, we're gonna open up our syllabus. So I'm gonna go ahead and share again. Let me know if I am there. And let's see, I'm gonna go over here to Canvas. Do you guys see me jumping around here?
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're on campus.
All right, so here are all my classes. And this is kind of what you should see. All your classes will appear here. And obviously all 42 of you are here, so we're done with this every single week. I'm sorry, every single Tuesday, Thursday, about an hour before class, I'm going to upload the Zoom code. The Zoom code is going to appear under maybe week 1. So Thursdays is going to be under week 1, but it's going to say Thursday, August 20th. Okay, so you're just going to go on there and link on, and that's how you're going to access. Now, you guys on your left-hand side of your Canvas page, I think you might only see 4 things. I see a bunch. You see all mine? You guys don't have access to that. But the one that's most important and where you're going to find everything in order, and hopefully all your instructors are consistent, is going to be under modules. Because I'm going to tell you right now, being an online student, even being an online instructor, it's messy, right? And I don't want you to get overwhelmed. So I want you to know one place where you're going to find everything. Because I don't want you jumping around because it gets overwhelming. Do you agree with me?
Yep.
Yes.
Right? So in order to simplify the process, and this class is called stress management for a reason, is because I want to prep you up so it's simplified. Right? And the same thing goes with all your other coursework. If you feel a little confused, a little overwhelmed, contact the instructor. I love when students reach out to me, okay? Because we're taking our relationship to a different level, right? Here we have an instructor-student Zoom relationship. That's what we have. But if you have further questions, that lets me know you care about this class. If you don't understand something and you drop me an email or you ask a question, that lets me know you want to know more, okay? And that's important, okay? So we will go right here. Everything is found under modules. Once again, the next thing I set up there was your welcome letter, okay? Hopefully you all saw the video. Okay, I did have some emails like, where's the video? How do I access the video? So if you saw the video, awesome. I highly encourage you to watch the video. It is how to succeed and be a good online learner. So, yes, Nick.
Like when is it due, the video?
Yeah, so I just want you to watch it today after class.
Okay, thanks.
It's basically going to tell you how to be a good learner. How long is it, you guys? Do you remember how long it was?
Like 5 pages.
Oh, yeah, this is 5 pages. Okay, that's me saying, hey, welcome to
Oh,
college.
okay.
I'm glad you're
Oh.
here. I think you're awesome. This is what you're going to learn. Here's my email. Let me move you guys over a little bit more. It's 5 pages, but here's the video, you guys. So you're going to read all this. It's going to be basic information about the class. And then it's going to say, here is the video. Click it. So I can actually click it, and it's going to take me there. It's about 5 minutes long, maybe less. And that's how to be a successful online student. So just watch it. Here's a couple things on how to access Canvas, and that's what we're doing live right now. So you don't really have to go back and read some of this stuff, but do watch the video. Okay, most important part is accessing modules, because that's where everything, week 1, week 2, week 3, you will find everything on there. You have access to my information, online learning success tips. Read the module lectures and videos first. Complete the discussion boards posted. There's going to be quizzes, submit assignments before the due date. Okay, everything is going to be under modules. How to access modules, but you don't really have to read any of this because we're doing it right now. All you have to do is watch the video. So I'm going to go back to modules because that's where I find everything. And then I'm going to go into the most important document you'll need. That is called the syllabus. The syllabus is the most important document because it's a contract. A lot of students don't know that. This is a contract that holds you accountable and me accountable, okay? Like anything important in life, if you buy your first car, your first house, your whatever it is that you purchase that has value, okay, there needs to be a contract. And that's what the syllabus is. So can you guys see the syllabus on your screen right now? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so if I click download syllabus right here, you can download it and you can actually print it. I am old school. There's some things I really prefer printed out. The syllabus is one. I'll tell you why, because of the course outline. So stress management. If you look at the circle, we're going to be talking a lot about therapy, spa, music, time management, nature, yoga, meditation, hobbies, and exercise. All right. So do me a favor. I want everyone to take a picture of that circle right now. Get your phones out.
Okay, I'll just do print screen.
Yep, print screen. Take a picture of it. Let me go get some more.
Screen. Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm back. All right, so when you open that, let me go ahead and stop share real quick. How many different little circles are there? Is there like 10 or something? All right, so I want everyone to unmute yourselves right now.
Okay.
All right, so out of those 10, which one is important or most important or dominant to you?
For me, exercise.
Exercise, thank you. Okay, Tom, how about you? Sarah, how about you? You're on mute, so you have to unmute yourself. On the top right of your square, there's an unmute or a mute button. Do you see it? Find that one. Allison, which one's most important to you?
Time management.
Time management, yeah. Cameron?
Probably exercise.
Exercise, Isabel?
Time management.
Got time management page?
Mine would be time management too.
Yeah. Brittany?
Music.
Music. Cameron?
Music as well.
Music. Yeah, that would be my my daughters would be music too. Definitely. John?
Time management.
Time management. All right. How about you, Brian?
Hobby.
What is it?
Hobby.
Hobby. Hey, Brian, you guys see how Brian's screen has a picture? If you don't want to show your face for whatever reason, I want you to go on Zoom and put a picture put a picture up there instead of just your name, because that way I can see your name and see kind of what you look like. Okay, so very good. I'm gonna stop share. I'm gonna share again. All right, are you guys back on with me on the syllabus? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. All right, so when we meet Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11, all the basic information. Here is your textbook. Do you need your textbook? Yeah, you're gonna need your textbook. We're gonna have quizzes and things in the textbook. I'm gonna show you where to buy it, how to rent it. We're gonna do that next after the syllabus. What time is it, 11:30? All right.
Yep.
You definitely need a reliable computer because your class is online. So the purpose of the course, you have 3 bullets there. 70% of the students will identify stress management strategies. Students will develop a comprehensive stress management plan. This is going to be a large part of your grade, and we're going to look at that in a little bit here. Student will identify 2 aspects of stress-related symptoms. It tells you the goal of the course. Course expectations. Here we go. And I'm not reading all this because it's a lot, but you're going to help me. So I'm going to have you take a bullet. Well, that sounds terrible. Okay, I'll have you read one of the bullets, okay? So here we go. Let's start with edits. Give me 1 second. So your online class will be through Zoom. Participation is expected and it is valued based on the importance of Canvas, module Zoom, live classes and online discussions, individuals assignments. Active participation is critical for this class. Like I said, if you attend class, I'm giving you vital information and notes that are going to appear on your quizzes, on your midterm, and on your final. So if you're not here, you miss that stuff, okay? Now, I am recording class, but who the heck wants to go back and watch the class all over again, right? So stay live, stay here, and engage with me. So Edith, go ahead and read me the first bullet, please.
Have a technical level of competency?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, competency.
Okay. Competency. If taking this online course.
That's right. You have to be able, and you guys are all here, so I'm not worried about that. Let's do, is it Zing? Kingzin. Kingzin, can you read the second bullet? I don't know if she can. Can you hear me okay? It's okay, we'll come back to you. I'm gonna go to CJ because I love his background. CJ, under the C, what is bullet number 2?
Participate in weekly class discussions.
Yes, that's right. Brian, go ahead and read to me bullet number 3. Brian is like Blair Witch Project. Brian, bullet number 3, go.
Read the assigned textbook chapters each week and complete any assignments due before the deadline.
Done. I mean, you guys have to stay current with me because if you walk away and I call on you, it's like, oh dang, right? Daisy, bullet in the next one, respect.
Respect the instruction and your peers by treating the personal sharing and feelings of others with the utmost respect.
That's right. Hannah, next bullet, be open. Hannah going once, Christine, take it away.
Was it the be open?
That's right. Be open.
Okay. Be open-minded and accept diversity by respecting the ideas, views, and beliefs of those who think differently from you.
Sylvia, thank you very much. Next one.
Not having your assignment turned in on time due to technical difficulty, such as computer malfunction, is not an excuse for missing and or late assignments.
That's right. Nick, what's the next one?
Demonstrate academic honesty. Any lack of honesty in the course will be considered a very serious offense. Any form of cheating on quizzes, turning in work which is not your own, furnishing false info to instructions, or knowingly misrepresent oneself to the college is grounds for disciplinary actions.
Dude, I have to tell you something. Okay, you guys are my students, you are my babies. I have to tell you something. So I go to all these trainings because I'm faculty, right? And so there are all these built-in things when you take exams. Now, my class is stress management. Our goal is to relax, have fun, learn. But a lot of your rigorous courses, such as math, English, all the other academics, biology, chemistry, all your other courses that you're going to have to take if that's your goal, they are going to be rigorous. And there are a lot of built-in cheating mechanisms. So I want you to be mindful because I go to all these workshops. So as my kids, I have to tell you, please be honest, have integrity. Students have been dismissed in their senior year of university at top-notch universities for dishonesty, okay? The built-in mechanisms that we have is when you're taking an exam, the video is on, okay? And there's fine print when you start taking the exam that'll say that, but a lot of students, we don't really read all that. I'll be honest, I don't read all that stuff when I bought my watch, right? There was like 300 pages of, what is it called? Like, I don't know, instructions, how to use it, policies, all that stuff on there. So when you're taking exams, there's a couple mechanisms that are embedded in the program based on what the instructor's preferences are. Number one is to have your computer locked out, which means you can't access other sites. So you can't Google and answer things like that. Okay, they have built-in audio or cameras. They also have built-in mechanisms where if two sentences, identical sentences, match any other printed text, okay, that can be a red flag. So I tell you this not because I'm being negative, but I want you to be mindful of the importance of integrity and what teachers have to take into consideration when doing and submitting or putting together these exams for you guys, okay? Good information to know? Yeah. So integrity, write that word down. Let me see. Let me go back to share screen. There we go. Is it Elia? Elia, can you go ahead and read to me problem solve?
Problem solve with the instructor if you experience anything outside of class that is hindering or preventing you from doing well in class.
Please do that. We want to hear from you guys. We actually really care about our students. Go ahead and Amir. The next one, if at any time.
If at any time during this course you become concerned regarding your grade or performance, contact me ASAP to discuss your options.
Absolutely 100%. That goes not only for myself, but for any other instructor. I want you to build that relationship. I want you to have an open relationship in order to be successful. Write this down. There's another key word that you're going to have to know for your midterm. Communication is crucial. In order to be successful, communication is crucial. For any job, I don't care if you want to work in the basement of the office as an accountant, you have to have good communication skills, right? Whether they are verbal, nonverbal, you have to have communication skills. Please start getting in the habit of experiencing and expressing communication skills. Very good. Amir, what does that mean? What language is that written? I can see your little picture
Oh,
there.
it's just like this clothing brand my friends and I made. It's our logo. Yeah.
Okay, do me a favor, on the chat box, write down the website. I'd love to check it out.
Oh, sure.
All right. Is it Hayden? Hayden, can you please read the last bullet on there?
Check your email and campus announcements for new courses, information, and extra credit opportunities.
Yep. Okay. I kind of showed you where to find that on ibc.edu on the bottom left for events. Those are extra credit opportunities. Absent drop policies. Now, really quickly, some students have been or have this notion that if you don't show up, you'll get dropped. Not all instructors do. So you have to take the due diligence to go on the website and actually drop yourself from a course if it becomes too rigorous or you don't want to take it anymore, or you have time conflicts with that. Okay, so make sure you do that because it will affect your GPA. All right, the next thing, assignments. All assignments are due at the beginning of each class unless it is noted differently on module assignments. I do not accept late assignments. If you are absent the day of assignment is due, you still can submit it online. Do not contact me with what was the assignment, I wasn't there, I was late. That is not my problem, but I'll tell you what we can do. I'm going to stop here right now. You have 42 cool people in this class right now, okay? So I want you to have access to each other. So there is a discussion board that I'm going to make live that you can go on there and post. So if you are absent, sick, any of that, you can go back and watch the whole class online because I'm going to have it recorded and put inside modules. Okay, I'm going to put it, I'll put it under like archived Zoom meetings, okay? Or you can feel free to reach out to one of your colleagues over here. So if you are open to it and you're cool with it, do me a favor, drop your name and your cell phone number, only if you feel comfortable with it. Name and cell phone number on the chat box. Someone else can save it on their phone and just put, I don't know, counseling for student Rod, whatever. All right, and just text someone. So go ahead and do that right now. If you're more comfortable with email, put your first name and your email, or your first name and your cell phone number. Once again, this is going to be recorded, so you can always go back and get this information. Remember, we are to respect each other. So in my normal courses, I've never taught an online course, but I have done hybrid. Hybrid is where you do half in the classroom and half outside. But usually when I have a class meeting, this is the time where I give you like 5 and 10 minutes to hang out with each other, get to know 3 people around you, exchange contact information, what's their hobby, you know, things like that. It's sad that I don't get to do that and I don't get to see you guys mingle with each other. It's really sad, but we're going to be able to do something different here. So thank you for submitting, those of you that are comfortable with your name and phone number. Next step, I want you to pick a cell phone number or a name, and I want you to send them a text message. I want you to say something like, hey, Sylvia, good to know you're in class with me. My name is, save my number, okay? And the purpose of this is, just like if you were going to start the first day of your dream job, is to make those connections, okay? So for whatever reason, your computer whacks out and glitches and you can't log on, you can always text your colleague, your peer, and say, computer crash, can you update me? Can I call you later? Or whatever the case is, okay? Oh, I hear him coming in. Cool. All right, I'm gonna give you a couple more minutes.
Sorry about that. I'm just trying to put up some phone number.
Okay, so that is on the right-hand panel. Kind of cool. I'm glad you guys are engaging with people. All right, I'm going back to share screen. Let me know if it doesn't happen. All right, do you see my screen? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes? Awesome. Assignments, no late. If you don't know, call your peer. It is your responsibility to get missed assignments. You're expected to problem solve with your instructor. No late assignments. Please do not email me asking me, okay, da-da-da. You know about that. Oh, okay. I want you to look back on the screen with me. And you should see on the top left canvas. Yes, you see that? I think you do. You guys, I know you're saying hello.
Wait, what were you saying?
Yeah, we saw it.
Exactly. All right. Hold your texting. Hold your WhatsApp. This is
Sorry,
weird.
Professor.
Whatever the heck you're talking about.
Sorry, Professor.
Hold on to that for a minute. I need you back over here. I still see you. I see you looking at your phone, you guys. I can see you.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's all right. So we're going to dive back into let's finish the syllabus because I don't have you for very long. Oh, I'm going to go back here. Do you guys see this iceberg? Yes?
Yep.
Okay. I want you to look at this because I'm going to reference this on your midterm. I want you to know the difference between an IQ and an EQ, just briefly. IQ is your intelligence. EQ is your emotional intelligence. Okay? But when we're on the surface level with people, all they see is the top surface, right? They don't know that you're compromised of everything else. Your self-awareness, your motivation, problem solving, self-management, social skills, empathy. So the iceberg represents us as a whole. You're gonna need to know that. The iceberg represents us as a whole. Can someone write that down on chat? The iceberg represents us as a whole.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. Accommodations for disabilities. I've had several students contact me and give me their forms. Thank you for that. If you feel that you have a learning disability, any disability at all, here is the contact information. Call them, they do free assessments, and they'll get you set up. Instructor contact information. Best way to do that is to email me. Make sure under subject, you put counseling for and your name. If you're going to email me, you need to put counseling for and your name. I am also a counselor. I also work at other campuses. So it'll be the easiest way for me to get to you first. Oh, that's my student. That's my kid. You guys come first. Okay. All right. Moving on down. Grading. The importance. Are you guys ready for the important stuff?
Yep.
All right, do this. Here's the money. Here's the money shot. Bam. So in order for you to ace my class, and you guys, this is a 3-unit transfer class. You have to ace my class, okay? It is going to be fun, but you have to put in the work, okay? This is not a course that's going to require a lot of rigorous studying. It's not going to require memorizing, recalling information for the most part, but it is going to bring you to this here. So these are all the assignments. Your first homework assignment is your video introduction. I'm going to send you a video on how to do your video, okay? We're going to have some journal reflections, 7 of those. You're going to have quizzes, midterm, comprehensive stress management plan, final presentation, and your final exam. That brings you to your A or B in this class. You got it? Okay, moving on down. The grading scale is to the bottom left, okay? Our goal is to be between 450 and 800, okay? Everything over here is all those dates I took you to, when to drop, all that fun stuff. Then we get to the other money shot. What is due when? If anything, this is what you want to print out. You don't have to print out the syllabus, but if you are old school like me, okay? I like to see things virtually, but I also am a check off kind of person. Okay, so this is where you're going to see your whole syllabus to the T. What are we going to cover week 1? What are we going to cover week 2 on a Thursday? It's all going to be here, and then you can check it off. Also, when you do your grade, you can put a check over here or your points earned, so you can be on top of your grade and understand how that works. The last thing, your name, phone, and email, student contact, don't worry about this yet, but, there's a typo, darn. But there is a no questions asked coupon for one assignment. This does not work on your midterm, quizzes, or final. Yes, Nick?
Like, wait, is it optional to sign it electronically or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna make an electronic one for you.
All right, thanks. I was just like wondering.
Thank you for
wondering.
asking. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I
Welcome.
want to be able to have all your information. So that is your syllabus. That is your course outline, everything on there. For today, Tuesday, if you pull it up, print it out, it will tell you we're reviewing the syllabus, course introduction and overview, speed meeting, and then we're going to get into chapter 1. All right, next thing we're going to cover is your textbook. How to get it. Do you need it? Yes. Back to here. All right. Hey, you guys, where do you access all of this stuff on here? Where do you access it?
Canvas.
Canvas, under modules. Everything is modules. Modules is your best friend. Textbook and resource. Ready? Bam. Anything I'm taking you to, I want you to know you have access to it. It's going to be under modules. Text resources. This is where to buy your book if you don't already have it. No yawning. It's contagious. Comprehensive stress management, 15th edition. This is all the information you need. Here is rent it for 180 days. How long is 180 days? How many months is that?
3 months.
Okay.
Roughly
Okay.
6 months.
So here's
Oh no,
the
it's 6 months. 6 months. 6 months.
Quick maths, man.
Don't do that to me. I'm not good in math. My left side of the brain has not awakened yet. Okay.
90.
Here are your options for your book. I don't want you to overspend, but you definitely will need it. Okay. So here are your options for your textbook. Your first assignment is going to be tonight. So I encourage you to get that immediately. Right, modules.
I have a question about the textbook.
Yes, ma'am.
So I went through my site where you can click on the library link to which textbooks we need for the classes. And the one that it takes you to is the 14th edition.
Yeah, I bought that one.
But you need the 15th?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I will accept the 14th and the 15th are very similar.
Okay.
So because there is a typo on there, I'm good with either one. As long as you have the book, the textbook, whether it's virtually or not, we're good. And if you see that there's a question that maybe there's a question that wasn't in the 14th edition, just bring it to my attention. Just say, you know what, I didn't see that in there. Good question. Any other questions about the textbook, the class, anything like that? All right, we did that already. And let me go ahead and stop share. All right, go ahead and unmute yourselves real quick. It is 12 o'clock. I'm curious to know what your expectations of this class is or the semester. I want you to share with me if there's something you're kind of like on the fence about. Anything that you might have a question of. I'm gonna do a 15-minute or 10-minute open forum. Any question you have, this is your time to ask away. It could be about the class, about the semester, about Canvas. So go ahead and unmute yourself. Check, let's see. Shekzad. Did I say that right? Shekzad?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. I go by Shak.
You go by Shaq? Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
So now's your chance. Go ahead and ask away. I am all ears. So go ahead, Brittany. You don't even have to raise your hand. You can just go ahead and shout it out. Brittany, I'll start with you though.
Do you think that normal classes are going to resume next semester? Do you think they'll be online still?
Okay, so I got an email from my friend who has a friend who's a scientist who said that this crazy pandemic can last up to 2 years. I don't know how accurate that is, and I'll tell you why, Brittany. Because this is a very divided, stressful time, right? So let me just pitch you this real quick. Whenever we think of the past or the future, it can have a lot of anxiety attached to that. So what I try to do, and I just read this really great book this summer called The Power of Now. The importance is staying kind of like in the present for the moment, because whenever I think of the future, I'm like, I don't like not knowing. I'm pretty structured. I like to know what's going on, right? So I don't know. All I know from the Department of Community Colleges in the state of California is that we are set to resume on-campus instruction in January, okay? So that's what I'm going by. So that's what I have. If anything changes, though, you'll be the first to know. If I get any emails like, hey, we're going to close up, or we're going to, anything like that, I'll let you guys know. Next question.
What's our first assignment?
Your first assignment is going to be a video introduction.
Okay.
So on Thursday, when we all come back over here to Zoom, when we come back to class, I am going to have a video for you on how to make that video introduction. Everything will be done through Canvas. So basically, it's going to be a video that you record where you say, hey, my name is Fritzy, and I'm going to tell you 3 things you have to answer. Some of my hobbies are A, B, and C. My goal is to A, B, and C. I plan on traveling to this place, you know. So I'm going to have 3 questions for you to answer, and it'll be a video, pre-recorded video introduction. That'll be your first assignment. It'll be fun. I'll get to meet you a little bit more in person. Good question. Next question.
Yes, for our journals, what will those entail when we're writing those down and submitting them?
Yes. So those are going to be questions that I will put down under modules, and I think it's going to show up as discussion. And what that'll be, Nick, it's going to be something like, it's going to be a question like, what are you most grateful for? Or what person are you most grateful for and why? And can you send him a text message? So I will go ahead and ask you to reflect on something that is probably coherent to what chapter we're on. And that's kind of what your journal reflections are going to look like.
Okay, thank you.
Next question.
So, Professor, I just used, my name is Shuya Li, and I already sent message to you because I use my daughter's username to log in Zoom.
That's okay. So if you do me a favor, on the top of your little box, you'll see 3 little dots, right? If you click on those dots, there's a section there that says rename. Do you see that? There's rename. So if you click on that, you can go ahead and put whatever name you want. Yeah, because right now, I've been calling you Sarah. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was your daughter's computer, but good to know. So if you click on rename, just rename it. Good question. Anything else?
I have a question.
Go for it.
So for the book, the 14 and 15, is it like the same one?
It is not the same book. It's similar, but I will accept either one. I gave you a couple options today on how to rent a book, how to use your book. If you already purchased the book, then if you have the 14th edition, then that's okay.
Okay. I'm just
Rod,
curious.
yeah, good question. Rod, any questions?
Yeah, Professor, on Zoom, for the Intro to Online Learning Success video, it's worth 5 points. How do we get those 5 points?
So how you're going to get those points is on Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and just randomly ask you a question about the video. And yeah, and so when I look at the chat, or if you answer it, then I am jotting down on my attendance sheet if I think you watched it or not. Regardless, it's a good video to watch. Sophie.
Yes.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
I don't think I think I'm actually like really excited for this course. I don't feel like I have very many questions. Yeah.
There is going to be a couple days where you have to wear your tennis shoes and you have to go outside. So you'll be accessing class on your cell phone, and we're just going to go for a 30 to 45-minute walk. So part of stress management is getting outdoors and just enjoying and being grateful and having some of those virtues. So that'll be a fun interactive activity that we'll be doing during class. I still have 40 of you up here. I would write down this list. I'm not covering it for another week, but it's so important. I promise it's so I call it the 10 balances. So you might want to write this down, the 10 balances. For a healthy, balanced life. 10 balances for a healthy, balanced life. Okay, so I need one person. I need one person to type it on chat. Remember, this is live notes for you forever. So go ahead and if I can get one person to type it. So number 1, time management.
Time management.
Number 2, contentment. Number 2, contentment.
Wait, are we writing it down on our notes or on like chat?
No, on your notes. But I think Donovan's putting me up by putting them down on chat.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry.
So number 2 is contentment. Number 3, social.
Where's the 2?
I'll do it. Let me see.
Nobody.
Hold on a minute. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, you guys. Number 3 is social. Number 3 is social. Number 4 is health, but health has 2. Let me do number 4. Is that 4 or 3?
4.
4. Okay, number 4 is health, and under health, you have to say physical and mental.
All right.
Okay, number 5, gratitude. Number 5 is gratitude. Someone type it in, please. Very good. Number 6 is education. And I'm going to put education because under number 6, education has to say lifelong. Education never ends. Number 7. Oh, who put number 5? What's number 5?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Can someone put 5 gratitude on there?
All right. 5
Thank you.
gratitude. Yep.
Number 6, career. Number
Sorry.
6 is career.
Well, I said 6 was education lifelong.
So it'd be number 7.
Thank you. Number 7 is career.
All right. Career.
Number 8, family time. Number 9, money management.
Money.
Number 10, spiritual.
Spiritual.
Spiritual. We're going to be studying these and we're going to be looking at these all semester long. Wow, thanks you guys. You do not have to have them in any order, although I still think that time management is the first one. But other than that, they do not come in any order. So what I do is I have a copy, and I'm going to make you one very similar that looks like this with all 10, and I put it on my refrigerator.